Hey guys, what's going on? You got Matt here, coach of the London Luxray, and I'm here to bring you my team builder for week 13 against the Crystal Beach Whimsy, which is Chris. Uh, I'm pretty sure Chris is coming off a very busy school week, so he hasn't had the most time to invest into the league so far, like near the end, like just like the last week and this week, because he had a pretty bad loss last week. That with and Sun and Moon coming out, I think took some of his attention away. But we're not gonna slack this team builder because looking here, as of a couple days ago, Sean is 8-4, who is first place because of plus minus at the end of week 12, and you got me right here. We're 8-3. Yes, my plus minus is third right now, third in league. Um, but a win here, no matter what it's by, will bring us to first place. Going over to the first half of the season, if you look, my first loss was to Kyle of the Waterloo Weaviles. We have beat them in the second half of the season. My next loss was to the Thorold Thunderous. We beat them in the second part of the season. And the final loss was to the Crystal Beach Whimsy. So the end of this week, not only would a win put me in first place, it will put me into having a win against everyone in the league. And I had two goals going into this league. Was um, first I wanted to go 13-3. I thought it was reasonable, and because it gave me like a goal to strive for, like um, I how like make me like invest time into this and compete, like give everyone a fair fight and like not I guess not slack and stuff because school can get pretty busy, and I guess it's a good de-stressor. But at the end of the day, like I had the idea to make this league over a year ago from when we started, like first year. It's third year right now, so like university wise, but we as we finally got it kickstarted, and that was my goal. But my second goal was if I lost to someone in the league, I would not lose a second time. And so far, I've had two games the second half of the season that I have pulled the win when I lost the first time around. But let's just hope we can do it a third time. Third time's the charm. Um, but I'm just gonna hop into my team right now. Um, looking at Chris's team, I'm gonna pop his up. Um, so you got mine on the left, his on the right on the sticky notes. Last time we faced, he brought Whimsicott, Latias, Charizard, Mamoswine, and he had the incarnate form of Tornadus, and he also had Blastoise, which he has since dropped. Um, Blastoise posed a problem with its Dragon Tail, getting my setup mon and Reuniclus out of the um out of the match, I guess, and then losing all the boosts I had, even though that was my idea that I told him to bring for one game. Uh, but it worked for him. And then he had a prankster Tornadus Eye with Life Orb, which I wasn't prepared for. And the funniest part, looking back on it, was like before I even like submitted the challenge, I'm like, you know what, my team looks really weak to Mamoswine, and Mamoswine was there and it had did its job. And I think between my under preparation and Mamoswine was ultimately my downfall. So let's hope that this time around, if I'm gonna lose this time around, it's not gonna be to Mamoswine, and it's not gonna be to an encore Whimsicott. Um, Charizard can kill me, Latias can kill me, Hitmonlee can beat me, even Shell Smashing Caracosta, which I was practicing with Brandon a bit because he was really worried about his match against Sean. Shell Smashing Caracosta did work against my team, even though half my team's got grass coverage. I don't know, but So I'm just gonna hop into what my team is, and I'm gonna show you my checks to those, um, and um, what I'm feeling this week. Now, I'm pretty sure this is the team I brought. I'm pretty sure I looked at the YouTube video to see what I brought because I had like 3 sets on my desktop. But I'm not bringing Gorgeist, not bringing Rhydon, and I'm replacing them with Scizor and Arcanine. Uh, just hopping into the team right now though. So we got Sparky here. I'll minimize this. So I'm liking this set so far. Um, I might be able to lower its speed a bit because I haven't actually done like EV calcs. I was just throwing it together when I was practicing against Brandon. Uh, and it does its job. It right now it's meant to take on the likes of Tornadus, Charizard. It has Grass for if he brings Seismitoad. It's got that. Um, it outspeeds pretty much his whole team. I have base 130, so I could base. I need a. I basically need to. Oh, I'm just making sticky notes here. That's why that popped up. Um, basically, I wrote Jolteon outspeed 121. It's just a side note that I need to outspeed Tornadus. Um, the only problem I found with having Jolteon is he has Manectric with Volt Absorb. He's got Mamoswine with the ground type. He's got Seismitoad with the ground type. So going into this, I'm gonna have to be very wary of throwing out a Volt Switch. And I really do want to put Baton Pass onto this, but I don't know. I just feel like overall, if I doubt he's bringing Manectric. I doubt it. He hasn't brought it yet. Manectric's just too slow. I find it's not fast enough, and it doesn't necessarily hit hard enough. That like, if you put a scarf on it, it doesn't do the damage required. But if you have a specs on it, it's not fast enough to kill what it needs to kill. That being said, in a league format, it could be a lot different. But yeah, and Brandon brought a Volt Absorb Manectric or what is it, like Lightning Rod or something, which is even worse because it boosts a special attack. Um, so a Scarfed uh, Lightning Rod could be problematic. But other than that, Hidden Power Grass does hit a lot. Shadow Ball hits the Latias because if he doesn't have Mamoswine, Seismitoad, or Manectric like I was talking about, Latias is going to be his check to Jolteon. It could be Whimsicott, but I think the Hidden Power Grass, I've been like burnt a couple times for not bringing it against water ground types that other people have, like Kyle with his Gastrodon. So I just feel more comfortable with it, and I'd rather Shadow Ball should still be able to hit Whimsicott hard enough if he does decide to switch that in. Next one is Sarah. You got, I think it's just the basic Aura SOU EV spread. Nothing too special. Basically, realized that I need a Latias check, but I also need a Mamoswine check, because and it is even I want to. It definitely is not a Hitmon Lee check like at all, but the fact that um the fact that it has knockoff is because like in on my team nothing wants to lose its item, so this is gonna be my knockoff switch-in slash Mamoswine check slash Latias check. That's why like its defense is so high that I don't really need to invest into it to take physical hits. And the special side, I think it's high enough that I might edit it, but I want to be able to take a Draco from a Latias and then see how much a hidden power fire does. I don't know. If he brings an offensive Latios, then I would expect the hidden power fire. But if it's but with Charizard, I doubt he would waste a spot on a hidden power fire. Plus, he is bringing Charizard, so I feel his Latios might be more defensive, just so like it takes on the likes of like Keldeo, stuff like that. But the moves knockoff's always good. Um, I realized my team didn't have it. I don't think Tentacruel has it. No, it doesn't. But I felt knockoff would be really well, especially if he say has like abandoned Mamoswine or something like whatever. And don't U-turn is really good because this almost always invites in Charizard. So if I can get the U-turn off, get out of there, and then bring in something like Garchomp. Wait, did I say that right? I might have screwed that up, but this invites in Charizard. So if I can U-turn out of there and bring in Garchomp, it's very, very useful for my team. Um, Bullet Punch is just priority, really. It does hit the Mamoswine hard, and it means that if I'm at a point of health that I kill him with a Bullet Punch, but I die to an Earthquake, and I don't die to an Ice Shard, um, I could always click that. Uh, I'd have to be really low health to die to an Ice Shard, but just because of how strong Scizor is, and also the good part about Scizor is that Cynthia invites in Mamoswine to check it after it kills something, and that Ice Shard like Brandon brought a Jolly Mamoswine, and at full health it brought me down to like 4. So like it doesn't kill me unless he's adamant Mamoswine, but just having Sarah as a backup is always good to save it. Because I think Garchomp's Scarf this week. Third Pokemon. Again, I needed to check to Charizard. Um, Charizard just hits really really hard, and overall I felt that I would need to bring especially defensive Arcanine this week. I was debating what ability to run, um, just because Intimidate would help me really. It would really help me against, say, Hitmonlee and Mamoswine. And Flash Fire only prevents me from Flamethrower damage on a Charizard. Or maybe if I switch in, I can tell whether his. I mean, if I have Scizor out and he goes Latios and I switch into this and I get hit by Hidden Power, assuming it's Fire. But other than that, it would guarantee me knowing what Hidden Power Latios had. Um, but mainly it's just there for that. I guess it does take on Whimsicott. It's a really good Whimsicott check. Uh, if I do get the Flash Fire boost from Charizard, my Flare Blitz becomes insanely powerful because a boosted Flare Blitz in the sunlight, it's not something to laugh about at all. I might do the calcs to see if Flash Fire is necessary or if a sun boosted Flare Blitz does enough, because having sacking Arcanine to weaken Mamoswine and Hitmonlee, especially if Hitmonlee is a normal gem, unburdened set, it would be very helpful. Plus, he could be running a Shell Smash Caracosta, and I doubt he would be running it physically. Usually it's like Scald and stuff. But if it is physical, I mean, that does help there. But Wild Charge just so that I it's so I can hit the Charizard at the same time as hitting the Caracosta. But I might switch this out in all honesty because um I don't I don't like the idea of having 2 recoil moves. So that might be another thing I switch out. I'll go and edit that here. Um, Fourth one, we got Garchomp here, Cynthia. Scarf set with rocks just because I couldn't really think of a fourth move, and I was thinking poison jab, but if the opportunity comes out and I say um have Charizard against this, and I need to find the right words. If a situation comes out where I know he's switching because he say has Manectric out and or he has Charizard and I can kill him in one shot and he can't kill me, he's probably gonna switch out so I can just like throw the rocks out. Um, I might actually I don't want to lead this because Mamoswine is such a good lead, but if I can get him out, say on a U-turn switch off Sarah, go for the rocks, make his day, make him make him have a bad day, I guess. Because Tornadus and Charizard and Mamoswine don't appreciate rocks, so if I can get him out faster, like I really don't want Cynthia to be my rock setter, but I don't think I can put rocks on someone else. That's the problem. And I'm all for going like a toxic spike variant of Tentacruel, which I think I do have. But a lot of his things are levitating, and it doesn't hurt Charizard at all. So I might have to play. I might not get rocks up this game, but just knowing that I have it is good. I would also need to figure out how to check Whimsicott though. But I think Tentacruel should do a good enough job. Um, we got Rudolph. Uh, I was debating not bringing it this week just because uh, the sunlight that Charizard gets up, but I just find that it hits Mamoswine so well. Um, it I might actually change this guy because I'm just gonna do some editing. I just on this team, but I just feel it hits um stuff like Mamoswine really well, and it was between maybe might switch this out for like X-Cloud or something, but um the Secret Sword and the Hydro when I was testing this out, I didn't realize I put Secret Power on Keldeo, so it's good I tested it out. Um, but that was kind of funny. Last Pokemon, Shuckleberry. Berry. For anyone that doesn't know, it's the ground berry that it takes reduces the damage from like Mamoswine's Earthquake. Um, someone else had an Earth move. Oh, it was like Seismitoad has access to Earth Power and Earthquake and stuff like that. So I really don't want to waste the Shuckleberry on that. But and I'm also gonna edit the speed stat just to make sure I outspeed Mamoswine because I don't want to die to a double Earthquake. The whole point of this is that I can get I can switch into like an Ice Shard, take an Earthquake hit or something, and do work there. But I did want to switch this to Acid Spray, I think. Yeah. That way, it just it's just really good against Whimsicott, and then it'll lower Latias too. So like, if he switches in Latias, I can lower its special defense by a lot, and then he can't Calm Mind on me because I'm just gonna keep lowering it, and then I'll be able to switch in say Rudolph or something or Jolteon and just kill it outright. But basically that's my team. Giga Drain because he's got a lot of water ground types, a lot water rock types. Scald just because he does have Empoleon, so I can't really. I might be able to burn that. I might be able to burn some switch in. It's a really good move in general. Um, I'm hoping this set works out right now because I'm losing my recovery from like Black Sledge, but Giga Drain hopefully will be able to hit something and um, get some health back. But I am liking this team. I'm thinking. Then there's so much on the line this game. Like I want to be back in first place. I haven't been there since like week 3 or 4. It's been a while. But I believe I'm 6-0, in the past like 7 weeks. I had my bye and stuff like that. But time to go 7-0. We are playing Sunday. This is Friday, so I will see you guys then.